Hello. What's up? What's good? What's the tea? What's everyone been up to? Hey, it's Nick. I'm sure majority of you know that already. Maybe. You fall in one of a couple categories. One, you're a close friend to me. You love me. You're interested. You're intrigued. You're wanting to know what's going on. 2, you're nosy. 3, you're an ex-boyfriend, which how you're seeing this, I don't know. You're crazy, all y'all. And, or you're my ex-best friend who's checking up on me because I'm doing what you thought you were gonna do by being real. And we all know how that turned out. Or you're in a late night YouTube binge, as I call it, where you're watching Trisha Paytas crying on the floor, or you're watching a Disney conspiracy theory, and you stumbled upon me. Well, I'm Nick. I'm 20 years old. I'm gay. Surprise. I'm gay. And I'm here. I'm alive. I have been through it the past 2 or 3 years. Past year, especially. So grab a snack, grab some tea, grab some water, put your AirPods in if you got them, because you bougie like that. Or if you got Beat headphones, put those in too, I guess. And just sit back and get to know me. The past year has been really rough. I have been through the ringer. I have been thrown in the washing machine, as they say, into a white, dented, rusted washer with no Tide, with no Snuggle, with no Gain, with no Kirkland Signature detergent. I was thrown in the washing machine with Equate Walmart brand detergent. No scent boosters, no fragrance boosters, no hot warm water, cold water and Equate detergent on heavy load, double spin. That was my life this past year. I know a lot of you probably assumed that I was on vacation, or I was shopping, or I was living my life, or I've been gone from work due to an injury, or I have just been having fun, and that's the furthest from the truth. So this video is me spilling the most piping hot, strongest, delicious tea on me. On no one else yet, but on me. I just want to be real and to be honest and to be vulnerable. One thing about me is I'm a Virgo through and through. I'm a perfectionist. I'm very blunt. I'm very honest. I'm that type of friend who is there for you, who will give you the advice that you really don't want to hear, the advice that your boyfriend, your girlfriend ain't, and you need to get rid of them, that your house is a mess, that you gained some weight, that I don't like your mom or your grandma, or just that you need to get your life together. I'm that kind of friend, and I wasn't that to myself. So this is me being vulnerable, being open and honest for the first time to myself. There's been a lot of chitter chatter, a lot of speculation, like, is he doing YouTube? What's going on? I have had so many texts and messages and phone calls of people supporting me and just reaching out and saying, hey, do it. You should do it. You'd be great. So I met with a lot of my friends and kind of threw ideas out there with them, and my therapist, actually. Yep, I said it. I'm seeing a therapist. All y'all should be seeing one too. And she told me that this would be good for me to do for myself. For no one else but for me. I have always lived in that life of wanting to be the best and wanting to have this front and facade of everything being together. And for the most part, it was until just last year. I had an Instagram that had 200,000 subscribers and followers, and the amount of likes and messages I would get. But I was just so alone and so unhappy. So, just to go into it, give you like a quick synopsis, was last year was my 27th year. It was going to be my golden year. I was turning 27 on August 27th. I thought, dang, this is it. This is my Lizzo Cardi B moment. But instead it was my Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Britney Spears moment. And we all know how those ended. But no one knew. No one knew what was going on. No one knew the real deal. So I'm here to set the record straight and to just be open and vulnerable with you and to let you know that I have been through it and I made it. So it all started 2 months after my birthday, on October 29th. Every ounce in the universe was telling me to not do this. It was just a simple procedure, not even a procedure. I'm not gonna say what it is because I wanna see if you guys can put two and two together. It's one of those taboo things that you either are for it, you're against it, or you really just don't care. It was one of these precautionary things that I did not really need, but I insisted. So I got my prescription, which then I lost the prescription. I called my insurance, they wouldn't cover it. I couldn't find a pharmacy to fill it until finally, after like 2 months, I went and got it done. Waited 2 hours for it. Should have been the first, sign that if I were to do it, that all of this would transpire. This is every doctor's appointment, every doctor's visit, every doctor's note, every imaging, every procedure that I have had done from that one thing that I did on October 29th. So got it done. And November 3rd or 4th, a few days after, less than a week, I was actually supposed to go to a baby shower. And I was hospitalized and I couldn't go. Let me teach y'all some manners real quick about events. I will not go to your event, your baby shower, your birthday, what do they call them? Kickbacks. If you don't cordially invite me. Cordially means texting, calling, messaging, or sending an actual invitation. I will not go. I will also not go if I don't like you. Or I'll do the whole, well, we'll see, or I don't know, or, well, who's gonna be there? If I ask you who's gonna be there, I ain't going. But I was gonna go. So I decided, dang, I need to send her an edible arrangement. So whatever, sent it. I was in the hospital. So between October 29th and January, I have been hospitalized 9 times. Eight times, and then 9. The 9th was the big one. I have had every imaging, every procedure done. I became a statistic. I was 1 in 1 million. 1 in a million. To where when I was hospitalized, I had the best team of doctors. I had doctors flown in from around Texas in the region because I was a statistic, and they were fascinated. They were in awe. I was so weak. I lost 30 pounds. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I remember I would time my showers to 5 minutes because I couldn't stand too long. There was no twirling around. I wasn't putting on concerts. I wasn't, doing the entire Hold It Against Me choreography in the shower. I was just standing there and letting the water just cleanse me. I would lay in my bed. You know, this bed right here. This room that I have spent so much time and money and effort in was my jail and my hell in these four walls. And I was the weakest I have ever been mentally and physically. I would beg and pray to die. And I remember January, I was hospitalized for quite a bit of time. And when I came home, I was just ready to end it. I saved every pain pill that any doctor has ever given me, and I put them in a Ziploc. I remember I deleted my browsing history, my pictures, my text messages. I took all passcodes off on my phone because I was ready. I came to grips with the old life that I had was no longer, so I didn't want to be a part of this world anymore in a way. And then I remember I was thinking to myself, and I was like, you know, Nick, no one knows what's going on. How would I feel if one of my close friends just disappeared and I had no idea? I thought everything was okay, and that's normally, you know, how it is. I thought about my family and how they would feel just seeing me, you know? So I remember I prayed. I was like, Lord, God, Jesus, Buddha, Brittany, whoever is listening to me, get me through this and I will change. Now, I'm not a bad person. I don't lie, I don't cheat, I don't steal, I don't, you know, I'm a good, solid person, but I meant change as in be more open and vulnerable, and to not be as a guard, and to not shut so many people out, and to share my tragedy with others, and to be more open. So I made that vow. And as crazy as it sounds, everything started to progress. I started to get better. I started to get stronger. I was able to sleep. It was like the bad times became less and less, you know. And then some friends had started to reach out to me because they were kind of worried that I'd been MIA. It's kind of interesting to think that the friends that you would least expect to be your close friends or to be there for you are actually the best kind of friends. You know, I went from never leaving the house, getting groceries delivered, not going to Starbucks, not going shopping, not, you know, I broke up with my boyfriend just out of the blue. You know, I was just too weak and too sick to put effort into a relationship. I stopped my relationship with my best friend of 15 years because I just had that mentality of focusing on myself and getting better and stronger, because I thought, what's the point of living? What's the point of having friends? What's the point of having a relationship if I'm unhappy and I'm sick? So I pushed everyone away. But then slowly I started opening up again, and slowly starting living life and going places and going shopping and doing things. And I had really been through it. And I felt like no one knew, you know? I'm always that funny, sassy guy who posts memes and posts funny pictures and stuff, and I felt like no one knew the suffering that I had been going through. No one, rightfully so. I mean, I didn't want anyone to know. I'm very guarded, and, you know, I'm not going to divulge my medical history, but I just know that people go through things, and it's not always what it appears. And I feel that that's what's wrong with our world is, if you're not good looking, if you're not hot, if you're not rich, you know, no one wants to know you. And, you know, me being gay, and one of my friends gave me this idea, not idea, but this word, it's like I'm in gay purgatory. I'll get into that in another like video, or it just sucks being gay in a way. It sucks if you don't party, if you don't drink, if you don't hook up, if you're not into having sex on the first date. You know, it doesn't matter that you can cook, that you can clean, that you're a good person. It doesn't matter that you're, you know, educated and you have money. All that matters is if you look good. And so right now I'm kind of in like gay purgatory. in a way. That's Mo T on another subject. But I've just really been through it, and I felt like I needed to be open and vulnerable to anyone that is willing to just listen and to understand that sometimes we as a society tend to shun people who are different, and we tend to not listen to those who are struggling, because that's not normal. It's not normal to struggle. And I was struggling. I mean, I had all the money in the world. I had all the followers, all the subscribers. All of the Instagram followers, all the likes, all the nicest clothes, the nicest decorations. But I was dying on the inside. And that is my goal of this video, is to let you guys know, like, hey, I'm Nick. I've been through it. And I'm sorry for not being open and honest and vulnerable. And I preach originality, and I preach being real and knowing the truth and exposing the truth. You know, like, if you're gonna lie, I'm gonna expose you. If you're gonna play games, I'm gonna play them better than you. You know, I'm always the type that y'all are playing checkers and I'm playing chess type of mentality. And I wasn't being real with myself. And I wasn't telling my story. And I feel like that's what's missing in this world, is originality and truthfulness, and, you know, no fronts and no sponsorships to, you know, alter my ideas and my originality. So the goal of this video was just to kind of introduce myself and say, like, hey, I'm human and I'm real. And as you can see, I have really been through it, health-wise. I mean, one of the main things that we all take for granted daily. And I just want to be real with you and tell you that I went through it. I'm still going through it. I'm still seeing 6 specialists. My weeks are just doctor's appointments and physical therapy appointments to strengthen myself, and therapy to strengthen my mind. And it's okay to be weak and vulnerable. And for me to be sitting here today and to say that is just mind-boggling, because I've always been very guarded, and, you know, I thought I was gonna die. I really did, and I was kind of ready for it, but I feel like my journey's not over, and I want you to share my journey with me, of the good, the bad, and the ugly. And let's have fun, let's cook, let's decorate, let's shop, let's try foods and say if they're bomb or if they're trash. Let's figure out what's trash and what's treasure. Let's sing in the car off pitch to some of the best bops ever. Let's try the newest foods, and let's review things together, and to be on a journey together of realness and originality. No Bahamas vlog and let's tour my 5-star hotel that, you know, I had to send a nude to get. Let's have real friendships of, hey, what's up? Like, let's go out, let's do stuff. Let's, you know, get to know my new friends, my real friends. I spent so much time and energy into one person for 15 years, and I could give a flying about her. And to let you know that there's more to life than what's on a screen, or what's on a status, or what is being shown. I have all the materialistic things that I can ever want, but that doesn't make you happy. That doesn't make me a good person. What makes me a good person is being real and open and honest with myself. Being vulnerable is the key to getting to know you. So, my name is Nick. I'm 28 years old. I'm gay, but I'm alive. And for the first time in my life, I'm living life. And I want to thank everyone for loving me unconditionally, even though they didn't know what was going on, being there for me whenever I needed it, and just loving me. Because I love you. I love y'all too. Majority of y'all. Probably 9 out of 10 I like. If I don't like you, you know I don't like you. I'm not the type to be, hey girl, what's up? You'll know. This is the perfect example of me. If I don't like you and you go to hug me, I will either or hey girl, you know, the side hug, the doggy pat on the back. But if I love you, if I'm real with you, if you're real with me, you get that embracing hug. God, that's so bad, but you can tell a lot by a hug. You can tell a lot by how someone hugs you, the handshake, and if they look you in the eye. If they don't look you in the eye, I ain't about it. So again, thanks for sitting here listening to me. Thanks for, you know, feeling all the emotions. This isn't the last of me. I'm not going to be one of those one uploader YouTubers. I'm going to dedicate my time and energy into this for myself, to look back on the struggles and to look back at the good times for when I am feeling down, or if you're feeling down and you just need an escape with me. Like, let's just go do stuff. And thank you for supporting me and for loving me. And I promise this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna spill all the tea, good and bad. I'm gonna spill the tea on life. I'm gonna spill the tea on the good things and situations and people and friendships. I'm gonna expose you. If you need to be exposed, I'm exposing you. If we're cool and you're cool, I'm exposing that too. So let's expose everybody together. Let's spill the tea on life, on me, and on this journey together. So thanks. God, I did it. Like, wow.